Wouldn't you want a way to solve all of your issues at the workplace? Well, Radical Candor might just do that for you. I'm Madison Anderson. Let's talk about it. First, what is Radical Candor? We start off with this grid. On the y-axis, it talks about how we feel about our coworkers and employees. At the top, we care personally about them. And at the bottom, we don't give a crap about them. And on the x-axis, we see how we handle problems in the workplace. We either are silent about them or we challenge them directly. In order to understand exactly what Radical Candor is, we need to understand exactly what it's not. So let's go through it. First, we have ruinous empathy. This is where someone cares deeply and personally about their coworkers, but they stay silent on the issues that need to be addressed. They are kind and sweet. Their criticism can be sugar-coated or avoided completely. They don't want to hurt anyone's feelings and they want to avoid awkwardness. This can cause ignorance across the workplace, which can cause no change. Since no one knows what to fix, they don't change it at all. Next, we have manipulative insincerity. This one, they are still staying silent on the issues, but instead of caring, they don't care anymore about their fellow employees. This is the passive-aggressive quadrant, where they say something nice to your face and turn around and say something completely harsh and mean. They are acting fake. There can be backstabbing, manipulation, and this causes mistrust across the workplace. And in that toxic environment, there can be no change. This is the quadrant where the feedback is the absolute worst. Next, we have the obnoxious aggression. This is where they still don't care about their coworkers or their employees, but instead of staying silent, they are challenging the problem directly. This can cause belittling. When giving criticism, they don't show that they care about their coworkers. It can be mean and harsh. It can be embarrassing, and this can cause short-term results because it is fear-based. People are scared of having this criticism and scared of failing, so they try and improve. But since they don't feel like they care, they can only go so far up. This is defensiveness, and there can only be a little change in it. So next, we have our golden baby, Radical Candor. This is where they are still challenging the problem directly, but they also care personally and deeply for their coworkers. Instead of being mean, they tell them honestly and show that they care, but they still are challenging the problem directly. They want their fellow coworkers to improve, so they tell them how to do it, and they ask how they can be supportive. This doesn't just work from bosses to employees, it also works from employees to bosses. Employees can ask their bosses exactly what they need to be supportive, and the bosses can say yes or no. That's the whole glory, is there is always a way to say no in Radical Candor. There's respectful confrontation and open conversations. It causes growth, which causes profound change in a workplace. And this is why Radical Candor is the best way to handle all of your issues in the workplace.